Well, my name is Lisa Creswell and my business is Aslan Coaching. I'm a coach and trainer. I'm a former nurse and midwife, but I've been a coach and trainer for 7 years now. In the BNI Rossmore chapter I'm heading into my 6th year now, and we recently moved. Of course, we all went online when COVID hit, and then when we came back face to face, we were looking for venues, and we started using the MTech in January. So we meet once a month now face to face, and the rest of it is still on Zoom, like a lot of groups, I think, still. So we're there once a month in the MTech building, and we're really, really happy, not just to get back to face, but we're really happy with the setup there, and the location and the facilities and everything is just really has invigorated the group actually, because we're in our 6th year. It was nice to get to move venue and have a new space to be in, and the fact that it's a building where there's a lot of businesses in and out, there's a lot of business around that area, which of course is perfect for a business group. We're a networking group. We're focused on building relationships with other businesses of integrity and professionalism. So to meet others, that's one of the things that we as a group love to do, is to meet new businesses and local businesses and find out what they're doing and see how we can help them build their business, and in return they will help us build ours as well. Sure, well, we're very lucky to be using the beautiful boardroom, which I had been in before. I had done some training with the local enterprise office in that room before. So when somebody had mentioned we were going to the boardroom, some of the group had never been there, but I had. And I was saying to them, it's absolutely fabulous. It's big, it's bright, especially because we meet very early in the morning. We meet at 6:45 in the morning. So the brightness really helps. It's really comfortable. The IT facilities there are absolutely second to none. We can patch in all our devices. We can have, the screens are huge, the sound is great. It's very easy for us, anybody who's not tech savvy, to log in with their computer, to hook up their computer, to do their presentations, to show us their business, to do all that. Because the equipment is just there, it just works, everything works, and it's really high tech, so it's great quality. The fact that County Monaghan is a spot where there's plenty of spots where there isn't enough internet, which is really a shame in this day and age, and particularly in COVID, we all felt it. So finding a location where there is fabulous internet is just a breath of fresh air. It's just fantastic because we can get on with the business instead of spending so much time, trying to log in and having a slow connection. It's really crucial for all our businesses actually. Even the businesses that are in our group that would be mostly working outdoors, they still need the internet. Everybody needs the internet now. So it shouldn't be a luxury, but it still is. But the luxury is there in the MTech. As you can hear, not originally from Monaghan. I've lived here for 18 years, and I'm consistently struck by the talent pool that is here in this county. No matter whichever town you're in, there are people who are incredibly, they've an incredible work ethic, very focused, really well educated. And what's lovely about County Monaghan is because it's such a lovely place to live, a lot of people have gone away to Dublin or abroad to work and get their qualifications, and then find themselves moving back home to raise their families back in Monaghan. So they bring all those skills back with them. And it's lovely to see that they want to gravitate back to Monaghan. I'm not surprised, I love it here, and I can see why. I think that from what I hear from the other businesses who are looking for staff, they don't have to go beyond County Monaghan because there's plenty there, there's plenty here, and there is also enough in Monaghan as a county to entice people from other counties back from Dublin or back from other places. So I hear that as well, that they're enticing people back to Monaghan to jobs, which is really brilliant. Well, I suppose having used it, both as a user of the rooms and, you know, as part of the BNI and the businesses that we run there and the meetings that we run there. I can speak, you know, from the heart, absolutely authentically, to say it's a beautiful building. It's really accessible. It's just off, you know, some of the main roads, really accessible within Monaghan. It's really easy to book rooms there. There's lots of different options for food provision or refreshments. If you're running an all-day meeting or a workshop or whatever it is, there's plenty there. There's a separate kitchen area, you know, where you can go to sit and eat, you know, which is great to move away from the meeting room to have somewhere different to go. There's free parking, you know, that's also something that, you know, might seem like just you know, it's a standard given, but that isn't a given in every office block, you know, around the country. So, and there's always loads of parking there. There's nothing to say that you wouldn't recommend it. It's really easy to recommend it because we've used it and we've never ever had any trouble. And not only that, it has been really beneficial for the BNI as a group and for each of us as businesses, because a lot of the businesses would go in and out there all the time. Apart from our own meeting, our BNI meeting, they would be in and out there, you know, meeting other businesses and clients there as well. I like to say is that the BNI is the business group that people want, you know, can't wait to join and will never leave, because it just works. The BNI is a global organisation. Actually, it's been in existence for 35 years, and that's not just a longevity thing. There's been a lot of trial and error through those years about what works for small businesses and what doesn't work. So what we have now is an approach and a model that just works. It works for every business around the world, and the reason that it works so well is that it's built on relationships. It's not just rock up to a networking meeting, throw your cards out and never see those people again. We meet every week, so we get to know each other really well, so we can confidently recommend each other to other people that we might meet that might, say, need an electrician or a landscaper or a solicitor. And one of the reasons that it is so beneficial to join for a small business or a sole trader is that when you join, at the meetings you get a chance to pitch your business every single meeting for 60 seconds. That trains you really well into how to pitch your business, not just in BNI but outside as well. And the model of it is that you're actually not pitching to the room, you're not selling to the room. This is your sales team. So you're training your sales team of 20 or 30 people who all work in different areas, in different sectors and in different locations. And they go out then, you train them into, you know, about knowing what your business does and how you can help your customers and what sets you apart from your competitors. And then they are out there in the world, in their own sectors, listening out for what you've trained them to listen out for. And we've trained them what to say as well. So if somebody says, you know, I'm having trouble finding a decent supplier, straight away you can say, well, I can confidently recommend somebody that will supply what you need on time, within budget, and will look after you with customer service is great. So, you know, for me as a sole trader to have a sales team of 20, I mean, I could never have a sales team of 20 or 30 people. So for anybody who's growing their business or even starting out their business, you can see why that would work, because who doesn't need a sales team of 20 or 30 committed people who know your business and who are, you know, givers. You know, our core value is givers gain, that we give first, we look after each other, we you know, we have each other front of mind. You know, we want the best for each other. We want to see each other's businesses grow. So in fact, the businesses that are there for a couple of years are really the authentic ones that run their businesses well with integrity and professionalism, because if you're not running your business well, you won't get work from the others and they kind of weed themselves out ultimately. So what you have is a solid core group of people who we all know each other's businesses, we know what to listen out for, we can confidently recommend each other to our customers and our clients and families and communities. And in fact, in the 5 years since we've been in existence, we have passed over 5.3 million euro worth of business within the group. And there are stats around, you know, when you earn money within a county, by the time you spend it and then that person spends it, there's multiples of what that is actually worth to the economy and the local community. So the input that our group has to the local community and the economy in Monaghan is phenomenal. I think 5.3 million is a phenomenal achievement, and we're growing, and that's growing. That figure is growing all the time. In terms of it being a closed network, the way that it works is that there is a seat for every profession in the chapter. Now actually you would think that means there's only 20 or 30 seats. I think there's 500 categories of jobs and more, that haven't been identified yet, available. So basically once, say for example, if a plumber has joined the group, well then another plumber, there isn't an opportunity for another plumber to come and visit because that plumber has locked out their competition. Now having said that, there are loads and loads of categories that are open. There are loads of categories that where the seats are currently empty that we would have business for. So the best way for anybody who's inquiring about it or curious about it is to come and visit a chapter meeting. We never ask anybody to come and join our chapter meeting. It's a whole separate process to join. So what we always say is that we love having visitors. Even if they never join, even if they're not interested in joining, or if it's not right for their business at that time, we still love them to come and visit us because we want to hear what they're doing. Even within that one visit, if we can help them at all, we will. What they find is that they will have an engaged listening audience of 20 or 30 people. As one of our values is that we engage fully, that we're fully present for each other when we're pitching. So a visitor has our full attention when they come in and tell us about their business and what they need and how we can help them grow. So we never put anybody under pressure to join. If somebody is interested in joining, if they like what they see and they think this could really benefit my business, well then there's an application process. So they would apply to join. There's a vetting process as well. We talk to referees as well to make sure that somebody is actually in that business and that they're doing good work and that other people would recommend them. So there is a process, and once that's approved, then the application proceeds. Then, so for somebody who just wants to see what it's about, I cannot stress it enough, more than welcome to visit us anytime. There is absolutely no pressure to join or apply to join. We visitors often leave with work, and they often bring work to our businesses, our group and our businesses as well. So if a business was interested in coming along to visit, they can find us on the BNI IE.ie website. We're the Rossmore chapter, or if they just Google BNI Rossmore, it'll come up there. Contact any of the members, or particularly the president, just to check if there's anybody in the group already that might be a conflict. And if it isn't a conflict, they're absolutely welcome to come and visit, and we'll talk them through the registration process. It's very easy, and we will register them to come and visit, and welcome them. They're welcomed by name. We have somebody meet them at the doors, because it can be daunting to walk into a room with a lot of people who know each other and there's a lot of chatter going on. So we're very, very conscious of that, and we'll always meet a visitor at the door. We'll take them in, introduce them to the president. If they would like to pitch their business, they're welcome to. Sometimes people don't like to, they like to just sit and observe, and that's fine as well. So we really do look after visitors. They're the VIPs in the room.